light turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't brave from the sticks and stones, they through. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion,
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
48's Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. He's checking. Crash. Joker. Attack.
He'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Jack. Fight on these two. Mike 48.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady. You must be dreaming. 48. 48's the mic.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
53. 53. Check 53. 53. 53. Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Ravens 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
You better be ready. Hey.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go, go, go. Check. 53 is mic. Check.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First and goal at the 1-yard
Well, partner,
line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's second and a yard.
You. Bang, 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 bang. 15. Shit. 36.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnovers, and they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Let's go, let's go. Have it on. Number 53, Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
53's Mike. Check, 53. Hey, report. Report. 53's the Mike. 53. Check, 53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Now he steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
To punt for the Ravens.
This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it...
And it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Check, 53's Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
53.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He can run. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a man in his 2nd season in purple and black, it's Mark Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Defense focus. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, move. 13. Check 53.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Frank Clark there on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
45-yard line.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
53's Mike. Report. 53, check 53.
Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 54.
Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
53's Mike. Check 50. Hey, Ozzy. Shut up. Hey. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Jackson on first down. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56 is the mic. Come on, D. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
Now Jackson.
Check 83, ball going.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. end.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
53. Hey. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go, little lady. 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. Mike, 48. Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, covered.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. There we go.
To throw again, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
48's the mic. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't say nothing. Check. 53's Mike. Check. Let's go. 53's Mike. Set hard. They scared. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing now. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
They get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A gain of 21.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Let's get off the field, D.
Mahomes now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 27, Chiefs 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Bandit. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on
from the 4. It's 2nd and a couple.
At the Chiefs 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Ravens 34, Chiefs 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And
they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strong right, bring it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kansas City.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
53's the mic. 53. Check. I'm coming after you.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Nick Boyle. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Go right here.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Baltimore. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
The 26-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let's go. Cougar 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. Middle. Sit on. Here we go. Mike. Check 53. Hey, Ozzy. Sit on. Whip.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.